the fans are very excited, especially those in the western part of the region they come from, and specifically in Takwa, where the club is big. Because truth be told, a lot of the supporters did not have confidence in Medeama going to Nigeria to qualify, and they did that against all odds. When it comes to Ghana, club football, Ghana, Nigeria, it is more like a national thing. So they have huge support from corporate bodies. When they won the league, they have sponsorship from a mining company in the community. They have sponsorship from Hisense. A lot of corporate bodies came to support them. So it was good for them to advance into the next stage of the competition. And I feel that from what we saw in both games, I was actually impressed with the game in Nigeria. They were very compact, they were very discipline in the way they set up. They were very pragmatic. And I knew very well that if this game had gone to penalty, they'll surely sail through because they have good players who when they're under pressure can take good penalties. And they have a very good goalkeeper in Felix Chase. So I was very confident that should the game go into quarter penalties, they would triumph. And they did very well. And I'm hoping that they try as much as possible to go far in the competition, not just for themselves, because it is important that Ghanaian clubs get two representatives in each of the CAF inter-club competition. Gone are the days where we had two clubs in the Champions League and two clubs in the Confederation Cup. But because we are not performing well on that stage, our coefficient points over the this years have dropped, and that is the reason why we are not getting two representatives each in both CAF inter-club competitions like the Southern Africans and the North Africans are doing. If you have two teams each in both competitions, it's also helping your progression into the next stage. And I quite don't remember the last time the Ghanaian club made it into the group stage of the CAF inter-club competition. For Medeama, this is the first time that they are going into the Champions League because they have never won the title before until last year when Diana, who had led the table to match with 31, lost the title to Medeama. So it is a new environment for them, but they have the experience of managing Africa in the league. They've done
Yeah.
that before. In 2014, they were in the Confederation Cup. They came back again in 2016. So they have experience when it comes to the Confederation Cup. But when it comes to the Champions League, you know very well that is the cream de la cream, the topmost class
Mhm.
in Africa. And that is why just their third game in Africa, they come up against a very good side, a very rich club, a very experienced club in Horoya. And that is one big test for the Mogs and Yellow, as we call them here in Ghana. But I'm hoping that they will manage to stand the test.
Still talking about Horoya now, they are top side in Guinea football and also playing in the Champions League. Yes, we can say that Medeama are underdogs when it comes to this battle between the Ghanaian team and the Guinean team. But Medeama are also champions of the Ghana Premier League. Don't you think Horoya FC should they also be afraid of Medeama?
Well, I think that in Africa, any team that comes up against Nigeria, Ghana, sorry, would give them some maximum respect because if it's a club from Ghana, you need to show that respect because Ghana is a footballing a nation. But you look at Roya, they have experience, they have the money, they bought in players from other African countries to beef up their squad. Midema don't have that power. Medeama, in as much as they won the league last season, are not the top clubs in Ghana. They are up and they don't always win. And if you look at the way the fixtures have formed up, Medeama is playing home first, and then away league will be in Guinea in the fourth night. So kind of you get advantage when you are playing your second leg at home. But I'm hoping that Royal won't be able to take that advantage like and feel the same way as Remo did. But it is important for them, Medeama, not to concede here in Ghana. It is important for them to make sure that they take a goal or a two-goal lead into Guinea and play very disciplined football, pragmatic and very tactical like they did in the game against Nigeria. And I believe that if Medeama should qualify ahead of any Nigerian team, they should be able to do same against a Guinean team. But then again, we are talking about Huluria, one of the biggest teams in Guinea, and if not the West African and African continent. It's going to be a tough task, but I feel I'll put my if I'm to put my patriotism aside, I'll clearly say that Horoya stand a very good chance to qualify to the next stage. But I'm hoping that Medeama will prove me wrong in this instance.